I sing in my head, I dance to no music, and I'm happy.
I see the violence in your eyes, and it's a silent fighting.
Hi my loves, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Josephine for those who are new here, and on this channel I share my love for skincare and other things that I'm really interested in that I feel like would be nice for you guys to know about. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that I have been excited about filming because honestly guys, this is my truth, this is my reality, and it's on how I found my happiness again. To be honest, I am a happy person nowadays. I even find that I stand up and start dancing sometimes just like that, and I'm just like, who is this person? Who are you? Like, where are you from? But then it's just that I found my happiness, I found my mojo, I found my vibe. Nothing can bring me down. I'm literally a happy person. You cannot know happiness if you've not been sad. You cannot know joy if you've not been depressed. I think I have gone through all of that, and to be honest, I am a happy person. And in that light, I just feel like there might be someone out there who is also struggling with whatever it is that I went through in the past. Nothing used to excite me. It's not like I was sad or depressed, but at the same time I wasn't excited about anything at all. I just had this mundane living my life, just going with the flow. Whatever happens, we see it or not. And I feel like that time of my life was really bleak. That sometimes I don't remember what even happened. Sometimes it's just like I'm just living my life and trying to get through life. But nowadays I'm literally the happiest person. I sing in my head, I dance to no music, and I'm happy. And I didn't just get here overnight, to be honest. I did some personal work on myself. It wasn't intentional, but it was also intentional. Like, I wasn't sitting down journaling and being like, okay, I'm going to do this and do that, because that doesn't work for me. I do journal, but I journal on my phone, not really like pen and paper. And I'm also a fan of writing things down, but at the same time I've never really gotten results from sitting down and asking yourself questions. Instead, what I do is I just sit with my thoughts. I think in so many different directions, think to this side, think to that side, and that's how I gain clarity, and that's how I find myself most of the time. I'm just here to tell you guys what I did that has brought me to where I am today. I am a happy person. I spread happiness, in my own opinion, right now, and I understand it when people are just happy for no reason. I finally understand it. Before I didn't used to understand. I just be like, what's exciting, what's making you so happy? There are just some things you have to give up in 2025 if you want your true happiness. So first of all, people that are sad are usually the kindest of heart people, who have probably been traumatized by someone or just wounded by someone, and because they don't have the courage to fight back or express themselves or say their mind, they end up bottling in those things. And when you bottle in a lot of things, you gradually become filled with negative energy and negative things, and that sort of affects your happiness and how you show up in life and how you show up to the world. For me, I honestly feel like people that are unhappy are usually like the kindest people, because they don't know how to be like, this person hurt me and I'm going to just give the person back and all of that, and so they end up keeping a lot of things in. So yes, I'm just going to get to the point of what I stopped doing that helped me become a happier person, and I'm still on that journey. I feel like I'm going to keep getting happier, smilier, better, and hopefully there's no end to this new era, to be honest. So the first thing I had to let go of was the thought of feeling like I had to be extraordinary. You know, you want to be this cool person, or you have to be this cool person, or you have to achieve this, or you have to do that. I think I just told myself, like, you know what, the hell with all of this. It's not like I'm not going to strive to be someone that is of value, of worth, but I don't have to be so serious about it. I don't have to make that my all and let that take away the joy of life. I remember there was one time when I was growing up, and it was just always like, I don't want to be a failure, I don't want to be average, I don't want to be this, I don't want to be that. And being in that constant thought and always feel other people are ahead of you, trying to go, and you're trying to like catch up with them, that thought literally stole my joy and happiness. It's basically constant comparison. You're comparing yourself with other people, and there's no way you compare yourself with other people that you're not going to be unhappy. So I had to let go of that. I had to tell myself, if you don't amount to anything, it's fine. Your existence alone is okay. Like, that's what I had to tell myself. I had to tell myself, do you know what, just feel, even if you don't achieve 5% of what other people are doing, you have still lived a good life, so long as you're happy and you love love yourself and you were kind to somebody or you smiled at somebody, even a simple day of peace and happiness is okay for you. I had to let go of that pressure of trying to become someone or trying to be extraordinary or trying to get to somewhere before a particular age. I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm okay, I'm fine. I don't have to become Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. I don't have to do all those things. Whichever person I become by the time this journey ends, one thing I just want to be sure is that I tried my best at every point in time and with every opportunity that was handed onto me. So letting go of that really freed up a lot of things for me, to be honest. Not that I'm not working towards something, but that added pressure has been taken away and that has really made me a more happier person. So if you're the type to put so much pressure on yourself in terms of what you want to achieve, where you want to be and all of that, is something you would have to teach yourself. It's something you'd have to learn. You have to get to that point where it's okay, it's fine, no time limits, just take it one step at a time and you will definitely end up where you want to be. And it's fine if you don't achieve it. Trust me, even right now, whatever I'm chasing right now, 5 years down the line, it might become unimportant to me again and I'm lost again and I have to find myself. So second thing I had to do was to let go of my superhero complex. You're not that important. It's not like you're not important, but you're not that important. Like, things will happen with or without you. I used to have this superhero complex where I tried to make myself very valuable, you know, and tell myself that, oh, without me this thing cannot happen, without me this place cannot function well, without me, or I have to be there. If you are not in a place today, that place will continue to function the way it's supposed to or the way it wants to continue functioning. Putting that pressure on yourself and feeling like you're a very important aspect of a workplace or a friendship unit, and putting so much pressure on yourself and feeling like, oh, you have to show up, you have to be there, even on days when you're not feeling okay, on days when you just probably need to rest, but because you're thinking that, oh, without me this thing cannot work, this thing cannot function. You're not a superhero. You're not going to have to save the day all the time. What is going to be very good is for you to have a system of operation whereby on days when you're not feeling okay, there's someone who can step in and take care of things for you. So the moment I stopped thinking like that and the moment I started allowing things to be, if it's going to if the whole place is going to be set on fire because I'm not there, fine, even though that's not going to happen, but those were the thoughts I used to have in the past. I started relinquishing control. I started letting things go. I started to understand that I'm not a superhero, I'm just another human being, and if you're not there, someone else is going to fill that position and someone else is going to, just like you, they're going to learn how to do those things you thought could not work without you. I started to take things less seriously and that completely made my life a lot more simpler, and today that has lessened just the amount of burden I used to carry around, and it has definitely made me a happier person. So let's go with your superhero complex. Everything is going to be fine whether you're there or not, and allow people to do things for you. Sometimes allow people to do things for you. You don't have to take care of everything. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I used to think that if I didn't do something myself, it would never be done the way I wanted it to be. But I've come to realize that everyone has their own way of doing things, and to be honest, sometimes when you allow other people do things, you actually see a new way of doing that thing that you thought, oh, there was only a particular method to doing it. So I've stopped feeling like I have to be there for everything. Learn to put your faith and trust in other people, and life will be a lot more easier and better for you. Something else that has really contributed to me being happy and the point I am right now in my life is letting go of other people's expectations of me, behavior wise, both negative and positive. So I think when people talk about this, they talk about the good side of it, but there's another side to this. The side of it where I'm trying to talk about is, I'm trying to put my words together in a way you guys will understand. Okay, so for instance, the version of me now that people know, I have good sides and bad sides. So they typically know how I'm going to react in a certain situation, whether positively or negatively. But let's look at my negative reaction this time around. And so because they know that, oh, if this is to happen, this is how Josephine is going to respond, they try to continue to cast that expectation on you, like, oh, I know you're this kind of person, or you've always been this kind of person, even though you as a person, you know, you've moved on from being that. That used to be a huge trigger for me. And then I just got to the point where I'm just like, you know what, I don't really care about your expectations or your thoughts or what you feel about me, especially friends, people that are around you, and family. You need to understand that you are the one that really knows yourself at the end of the day. So that fear of feeling like the newest version of you're unable to present it to those around you, is something that is holding you back. The moment you learn about that and you're like, you know what, I'm going to stand my ground. Yes, I was like this yesterday, but today I'm a completely different person. People change overnight, and don't be afraid of standing your ground and being like, this is who I am today. Not letting them cast that expectation of you, and then you having to fall into that mode all the time, and then you're so unhappy at the end of the day. So stand your ground, do what you want to do, be who you want to be in every situation, in every relationship in your life, and trust me, you're going to be a much more happier person. And let go of the ones you cannot control, the things that are out of your control, especially people and situations. Just let it go. Don't force yourself to want to make people happy or make things a certain way. Sometimes it's fine if things are not aligned, it's fine if they're not okay, it's fine if a relationship is awkward, so long as your peace and quiet is protected. That's what really matters. Prioritize you, prioritize this person. The person you can see on the other side of the mirror is the most important person, so prioritize that person at all times. That person's peace and quiet. The last thing that I do nowadays that really contributed to how happy I am as a person is the fact that I now know myself to an extent. Notice that I said to an extent, not entirely. I'm still figuring things out, but I now know myself to an extent. And there's one thing I just always ensure is that my voice is the loudest in my head. I still practice this all the time. I'm someone that has conversations in my head. So I have my voice, I have my parents' voice, what I know they would expect me to do. When it comes to a choice I need to make, the negative voice, you know, that voice that wants to make you act out of character sometimes, you know. So they're just different voices in my head whenever I'm thinking about something. So one thing I try to ensure is like I try to make my voice the loudest. And also there's a God voice, like what God expects you to do, right? What is right when it comes to like God and religion and all of that. So I try to ensure that mine is the loudest, and I ensure that God's voice in my head convicts my own voice. So that's the only opposition I kind of allow when I'm struggling with something or when I'm thinking about something in my head. So before, I used to allow other people's voices and expectations, even my parents, to sort of guide me and direct me, and my voice was just like in the back. But one thing I used to do now is like I project my voice, project myself, and place checks and controls on it based on what I feel like God would expect from me. And that has really changed a lot of things in my life. Just knowing that I made the choice, I got myself here by myself, and I'm happy. You know, yes, let your voice be the loudest all the time. But also don't forget that you're not perfect, you're not the smartest person on earth. So try to check yourself, especially if you're Christian. Try to check yourself against, you know, what is God's expectation of you, what does God say about a particular thing that you're trying to do. But just always stay true to yourself and stay genuine to yourself in terms of what you think and who you are, because the more you trust yourself, the more confident your inner self will be, and the more she will be able to guide you and direct you when it comes to things of this world. So those are just some things that I started to do, I started to practice, and I feel like those things have really contributed to how I feel as a person today and how happy I am. Like I said earlier, I am definitely in a more happier space right now. It's just so much easier to come on here and express myself as each day goes by. Before filming this video, I was just like, God, just you're about to speak your mind. Are you sure you want to do that? Yeah, I want to do that. I want to hear my voice more often. Things you have to actually say it out. Maybe when I'm editing this video, I would probably be like, so I think that way as well. So, this is your cue to find your voice and establish your voice as the most important and loudest in your mind. So guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I'm happy. I wanted to speak from my heart. I didn't want it to be things that I had written down and tried to follow a script. I wanted it to come from my heart. I feel like it did, and I hope I passed on something that is going to help someone out there. So if you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. If you watched this video to this point, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you loved it, and you should probably watch more of my videos because I feel like it's going to help you. And for my existing subscribers, I love you guys. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for returning. I see my returning subscribers continue to increase every day. I'm super happy about that, and I'm definitely preparing much more better content for you guys. I'm here to help. I'm like your other sister or your junior sister or your best friend on the internet, and I hope we get along perfectly well. So thank you guys. I love you all. Until when next I have a new video, I'll catch up with you guys later. Bye.